Hello everyone, I am Amaterasu Wolf 1 and welcome back to the Hildebrand Quest series! Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Saguli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizen. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Okay. Off I go. Alright, Hildy, where did you go? Beg your pardon, you wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running around town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Okay. What? What is this music? Okay. What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I remember seeing a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. Me mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Can't see in the quicksand. Sorry lad, but if it's information you want, you'd be best served best by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard about are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, so I hear. Though when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well. I take you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So, do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! The almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen and they're walking the streets of Ul'dah. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. Aye, you two seem to be hale and healthy, which begs a question. How in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters that Eorzea's champion has returned and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden what said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why, evidence in the gentleman from Saguli! A stupendous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital! It'll be It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Damn it, Hildy. I ain't told you the lass's name yet. Keep that coin purse bulging, are we? Wait. There we go. Well, Cyrith, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weaver's Guild at most every day. Good luck with the inspecting inspector. Aw, you called me inspector. I ain't really an inspector. I'm just here to help, and apparently keep Hildebrand in line or something. I don't know. I love that guy though. He is hilarious. To the Weaver's Guild! Okie dokie. Yellow Moon. Hello, young lady. How are you? My beloved Pureheart was unlike any wand you ever seen. Elegant, refined, and the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You'll bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps. The wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this declaration call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? Well, what in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. I turned on my Siri. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed Liz's fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Colosseum, I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the theft are unknown. Essential details without which we can't solve the case, but there's but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax their hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, I can just go straight to the Aetherite Plaza. Yes! Whew. Okie dokie. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail in the way in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as the most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Run. Do, 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 do. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating on which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse. In shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about six score pounds, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 pounds? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah. At the Weaver's Guild, at some silk tapestries too. At some silk tapestries, and here too. These crates are everywhere, Cyrith. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open. Ah, of course, I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Boom. Oh, hello. At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by investigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town when crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it. For safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants are behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course. That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was educating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Please, you've forgotten the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victim's weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I have been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hillebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you. With pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark be this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Where in the bloody house do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet! Yeah, sorry, Ellie, he does that, but I'm still here and I'm sane. I suppose you're the imbecile's friend. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him? The man you want to find an adventurer by the name of Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Huh. That's, Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I used to get lost trying to find my way to the Golden Bazaar. But now I know how to get there. It's a pretty structure. Hop, 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 hop. I am Humphrey, and you are? At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? How amusing. How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged for the duelist not long ago, but what he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us. Stuck in the middle with Master Lou, Master Lou we were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic, he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can. That man is no warrior of light. Tell him, Elazar. Tell him how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with me father's blade, bet him to take it to a smithy for restoration. Even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back sniffling and begging forgiveness for losing it in the duel. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whore son. Look at me! Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Alright, he beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used skill to pay the churrigan. I have no idea what heel the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have, unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Elazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. What am I going to do with you? Doop boop, doop boop. Doop boop, boop doop, boop doop. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you, you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If their deceptions bring him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Alistair's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. Antique swords? I haven't the foggiest about that. The traveling merchant Jojanapa is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. He's over here. Yeah, he's in this building, I think. Oh, I'm dumb. Boop. Badoop. Badoop. Jojanpa. Your bird was being a weirdo. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any words I determined to be of dubious origins I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no sword to sell at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary, though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Eleazar. A well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus sparring rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Work is never done.